Hey YouTube, coming at you with an Ultra team that started my run to 2880 I got up to. So this one in the next team. So Swampert, Scrafty, SKUNTANK. So SKUNTANK is a rank 4 that I built up, just finished building up. So I haven't used it yet, so I was interested to try it out. Again, poison, so the poison is going to have a problem with steel, so Swampert does that. So, and then Scrafty, I mentioned in my video the other day, I think Scrafty is going to be the one. I may go back to it in a fourth, like, because I got 2 other teams already, but I'm gonna probably go back to it because I just think that it has such coverage right now for this meta. I expect to see an uptick in Auroras, which I tried on one of my teams. I expect to see, and then there's more Jellicent I've seen and stuff like. So it seems to be so well rounded for this meta. Again, I hate using it, but I think it is very, very strong. It was very strong for this team. Swampert is just always so strong. So let's take a look at the battles. Good here. Someone mentioned to start talking about fast move optimization when I do it right. So because they have a 4-turn move and I have a 2-turn move, I'm gonna throw 1 and then the move because that is the best. You just don't throw it on evens numbers here because then they would get the extra volt switch through. So I'm gonna throw it on. So I just got the extra match too. So I could have thrown it on 3, but that's fine. I'll probably throw it on 1 again here, or 3. And so there's a 3, so good timing optimization. I have another move, and I'm loaded with a move here. So if the Jellicent comes in, again throw it on 3 there because it's 3 and 2. So see, I'm learning. I mean I know how to do it. I'm just there I threw random CMP because I figured that they would throw right away too. So I'm guessing they're gonna throw the surf here. Yeah, so that's why I just threw on CMP. I know how to do it. I just don't do it. So definitely getting better for it, and now I have a great option. And this is why you do not need to switch with this team, right? The worst you're going to see is sort of a fighter in the back, because fighter would do good against Scrafty, and then it would do neutral against skunk because you're half dark. But you don't need to worry about you don't need to worry about fairies because you have a fairy coverage here. Obviously skunk's weak to has trouble with poison, so Scrafty will deal with the poisons. So I guess the worst would be like a poison fighter, or not a poison fighter, like a steel fighter. Sorry, did I say, yeah. I don't know if I said poison, but I meant skunk has trouble with steel and Scrafty deals with the steels. So the kind of worst would be like, I guess Cobalion would probably work, but you can ramp up on Cobalion with Scrafty and counter power punch, so it's not bad. Tapu Fini comes in and gonna hit them right here with the I'm going straight sludge because I'm not a shadow. So a lot of shadow Pokemon, a lot of people have the shadow skunk and they run poison jab, crunch, and flamethrower. So flamethrower gives you coverage, right? It gives you coverage if you see a steel. I mean, you can throw crunch, which is neutral against it, but it gives you better coverage to have a fire type move because you're already doing so much shadow damage with the poison jab. I just prefer to have the poison move because I'm using it as a poison type Pokemon primarily. That's also beneficial as having it as a dark, so I want to do that. Shield up 1 in case it was a focus blast, and I meet another ghost in the back, so pretty hard counter team. Yeah, this is just completely hard countering them right now. No point in baiting. That's sort of your only lose condition there is to try and bait a power punch. Just go straight foul play. You can take 2 C-bombs minimum, so they have to throw a 3rd. And then by that point, you can just come in with Swampert and take use that last shield on Swampert and take this matchup. So I'm going to go, yeah, let it go, because I can just mud shut down. I got to worry about them trying to catch. I don't, I do go straight Hydro. Not that even a catch would kill me there because they jumped their energy and I still have a shield, so I'm fine. Yeah, this is a hard counter. They couldn't do anything about it. So Scrafty, this is where it gets... So Scrafty is actually the hardest problem for this team because it is bulky. It survives 1 Hydro. As a shadow, these counter... And if it goes foul play, it would take out. If it goes power punch, it's going to ramp up and just counter me down. And then it'll do... See, so they bait me, which sucks. And they'll do neutral against Scrafty, and then super effective against Scrafty my own, and now they're ramped up, so that's kind of a bad situation. And then I have Skunk, which I think I come in here after I lose because they just go Power Punch again. Because they're 2 times ramp now, right? They're going to burn this last shield, which is fine. I don't love the play going double Power Punch there for them. Because now I just grab 2 shields. I come in here because I don't want to take super effective counters. Plus, they can't throw their foul play, right? So they have to just kind of throw Power Punches, and I'm fine just taking those in a neutral situation. So I'll just take, again, this is the 4th one. So it's adding up, right? As a neutral, it is adding up. And there is a Reggie. So not great, but I have a couple crunches and get the lower end defense, which is nice. I think, do I misplay this? Because I remember Swampert's low, and I should have saved it for a thing, and I think I'd try and come in. I forget. So I got 2 defense falls. Oh, I tried to catch there, and they threw there, which is fine. I'll just come in and counter, and it will depend what is in the back. Oh, it's a Jellicent. Goodbye. Yeah, a lot of things double weak to Scrafty. Not double weak to Scrafty, but a lot of Scrafty has so much coverage, right? You have darks, dark poisons that you do well against with a counter Power Punch. You have ghosts, which you do well against. You have not a ton of psychics, and the other psychics that are like Griselda, which has Moonblast, so that beats you. Good catch on the Jellicent. But Jellicent's everywhere. Now there's going to be Auroras everywhere as a rock. So I think Scrafty has a ton of play. I tried to catch the Surf or Shadow Ball. I just realized that it's bubble, so this is actually not as, it's still okay because they're pretty low, but it's not super great having bubble and Surf coming at me very quickly. But I do have another dark in the back, right? So it's not terrible. And that bubble's a 3-turn fast move, or is it a 2-turn fast move? Either way, I threw it on 1. Oh, it's a 3-turn fast move. And they let me sneak a counter through there, which now means I can get to the move faster. So fast move optimization, like, it does matter when it comes down to like energy management, stuff like that. I come back in here. I don't want to get farmed down, so I come and snipe with the Hydro. Does not quite take him out, but that is fine. And I think I'm just going to go 2 shielded Skunk at this point. And it is a Scrafty, which is rough. So again, Scrafty's tough because he's just going to Power Punch and ramp and counter in neutral situations here. I don't shield because I think they're going to get to multiple more before, so I'm going to save it for the 2nd and 3rd Power Punch. They let that go, and now I got to start shielding. And at this point, I can probably just go Crunch because these poisons jabs are going to add up. Oh yeah, I tried and catch on my... I remember that. Oh, I remember this. I tried to like catch on my Scrafty, but it failed, and then they get the counter through it, and I'm like, oh, I just lost this game. I just lost the game. But then, did they give it back, or no? I do lose the game. Yeah, I do lose the game. Yeah, what a stupid play. Machamp, again, Machamp is tough because these counters are going to add up real quick on a Swampert. The only good news is I'll get to the Hydros before, right? 5-4 versus 5-5. So that is good. I come in here. I come in here because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to have to like take a counter, take a cross chop, and then potentially be taken out or get counter down, and then they're low with energy. So I'm gonna try and like almost snipe or catch it here. So it didn't quite work. Luckily that I am pretty tanky that I took 2 Icicle Spears. You're not tanky, but you're okay to take 2 Icicle Spears. I will get the 2nd crunch off. This may grab a shield. It does not. That's okay. Defense fall, though. That is huge. I'm going to stop it right here because they come in here. Part of the strength in this is hiding your Pokemon. So I can't. They should have come to champ, because if they come to champ, I don't know what they have in the back, and then I have to figure out like, I'm gonna come Scrafty and stuff like that. They just came with a Typhlosion. A Typhlosion that I saw is not running Incinerate. It is running Shadow Claw, which means that my Scrafty is gonna have a super, super easy matchup against this because they are throwing resisted claws. So I'm going to come in Swampert. They're going to come in here thinking like, oh, I just sniped you with... But I'm like, I want you to do this. I have no problem with you taking me out here. Throwing both of your moves, taking me out, because now I know I'm just going to counter power punch you all the way down. Because you have Shadow Claw. You're not going to do any fast move damage against me. I just need to worry about your charge moves, Blast Burn. But by that point, I'm already going to be 2-3 times ramped up, and I'm just going to counter you down. So if you don't have to show your Pokemon, don't show your Pokemon. Because it just like allowed me to look at my team and think like, this is my win condition now. Thank you very much for showing me you had a Shadow Claw Typhlosion, because now I can just do that. And I just counter down because there's nothing they can do. Swampert mirror matches, always so fun. You just go straight Hydro. It's going to like almost one shot, if not one shot. I think it puts you like in a super, super deep red that you can be like mud shot down. So it all comes down to who has the better IVs. And by better, I mean who has the higher attack IV. Okay, so you don't get quite taken out there. You live with in the yellow, that's fine. So you will not be mud shot down. So I just won CMP there. So I'm thinking, this is great. I just won CMP. They're going to dump all their energy. I can now come in with Scrafty, counter down, and I get hit with a Surfetched. And I am so dumb here. I'm so dumb. That was 5. They only have 2 options, Night Slash or Leaf Blade. Both are resisted. Night Slash is resisted because I had the dark, and Leaf Blade's resisted because I'm poison. So I have no idea why I shielded. I was just not thinking in the moment. That is such a dumb shield that I really needed. I think in the ending I lost because of that. Because they come in here, they get the Hydro off. I'm going to shield because I think I can just like farm down and have a bunch of energy coming out. But that's my second shield when it doesn't need to be. And I have a Charizard. And now I'm shieldless against Charizard here. I try to catch a Dragon Claw here if I remember. And I do catch a Dragon Claw. So that's good. Good play there. But they can actually just like farm up. One Foul Play does not take out, and they get to 2 moves and take me out. So dumb waste of a shield there. I mean, it would have been tough anyways with Scrafty on a Charizard in the back. But just like a dumb waste of a shield there. That cost me this game. And I think I then lose CMP here. Yeah, I just lose CMP. So that was just not 2 Blast Burns at that. Not even 2 Dragon Claws. 2 Blast Burns. Jesus, Charizard's so fast. And this one, last one. So tough lead. Skunk, I got to come in here as a safe swap. They are not leaving. I'm probably going to shield because, again, Shadow Dragonite just hits like a truck. And if they're staying in here, maybe they're a little weak in the back to this. And they're a little weak in the back to this because they're coming in with a Lick Scrafty, which is resisted by the darks. So, I mean, not Scrafty, Snorlax. So I'm guessing that they are potentially double weak to dark in the back. So I'm going to get this crunch off, hopefully take it out so I can keep Switch. The problem is Switch does not matter to me right now. Because they're just going to come Dragonite and farm me down. I don't even get the move off. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I do think that you have something in the back that is weak to dark. Because the only reason you come in with a skunk, come in with a Snorlax into mine is if you are weak to it. Weak to dark. So get the Hydro off. I'm like, I don't want to get farmed down. I think these counters are going to fit quickly because Shadow Dragonite is very glassy. I end up getting to the Foul Play and baiting, thinking that this is my only win condition is just to go Power Punch and get those extra counter damages through. And I do, and I get to the Power Punch to take this out. So now I'm 2 times ramped up heading into the back and what I think is going to be a good matchup. And it is against a Sandslash. That is your double weak. No, so you're not double weak to dark. Well, you're not double weak to dark, but you sort of are because you have double ghost fast moves, right? They still have a drill run here, but actually I don't think it takes me out. So I would have liked to seen them come. I think they should have come. I I know hindsight's 2020, but they should have probably come with that a sandslash because the steel resists the poison. So they would have had a much easier matchup. So I don't know why they didn't do that, but managed to work through a very, very tough lead there. That's it. That's a team that got me... I started well with this team. And then my next team got me into 2880. I was killing it. And then I dropped a bunch trying different teams out. And then I got another team that someone must have already put this other team out because I went against it. I'm like, this is a good team. And then I used it. And then I went against it 2 more times. I'm just like, oh, someone put this out already. But I'll put that out anyways. And then I'll try and find another Ultra League team to push me over the edge here. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if there's a team you're using that you've been doing really well at. And someone mentioned that a lot of people said that they like I didn't plan to do the analyzing rank 20 battles. It was just like, oh, I'll showcase this team. I really like this team. And then I was like, because I don't watch the battles in advance, I just kind of shoot live. And then as I was watching, I'm like, oh, mistake. Let's just turn this into a learning video on the fly. But a lot of people said that they like that sort of video of like analyzing it. So if you're in like the ace, maybe early veteran rank, and you're just kind of like struggling, and you want me to analyze some of your videos like that or battles like that, send me some battles in the description, and just in the note section or something somewhere, put. I think I have a section for like, do you have a Twitter or something like that, or whatever you want me to promote. There, just put, this is for, I am this rank, this is for your critical analysis, something like that, if you want me to do that. But that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.